The John Lebang Show has been known to make people laugh, sing, think, scream, throw things in rage, and generally lose their minds. Listener discretion is advised.
Scheduled programming to bring you a show on the edge. Broadcasting worldwide and out to the greater universe, you're listening to the John Lebang Show.
Well, folks, if you've come for one of those hours of talking about whatever's in the news, you can probably just forget it, because I've had it to the eyebrows with politics and the news media, the American people. I think this hour I'm just going to talk. And I'm just going to talk about whatever I feel I want to talk about. So I thought I'd tell you a few stories tonight, maybe. I thought I'd just ramble. Hope you enjoy it. If you don't, oh well, what am I going to do about it? Plenty of shows out there. If you want to go hear the gosh dang news, then you go ahead and turn over to that show and listen to them ramble on like they're experts in anything. That's fine. Go watch The Walking Dead if you want. Fry your brain that way. Whatever. I don't care. All that stuff is just garbage. And so, I think I'm just going to talk tonight. How I feel about things. What might be coming in the near future. Speaking of near future, I thought I was doing a radiothon for one of the stations that I'm on. I thought I was. We had discussed it way back in July. But apparently, they didn't, in their final wisdom, didn't include me in their plans during the time periods that we had discussed. So I guess I'm not doing that radiothon. No big deal. I need the break anyways. I'm pretty worn out. Coming up on my big 50. Can you believe that? 50th birthday this year. Maybe I'm going through some kind of, I don't know, midlife crisis, or maybe I'm just fed up with a whole bunch of things. Could be that I'm getting tired with the recent illness that I've had to endure. And unless you can get your message out to hundreds and hundreds of thousands of people, and on most of the mediums that are available to a person of my background and my level in society, because we're all are judged by that, aren't we? Our level in society. And that limits us, or gives us great benefits. More than that color issue anyways. It's really the money issue that's the one that holds you back in this world. If you can somehow have a disposable enough income to where, or enough disposable money, I should say, to just plaster the world with your message, then a lot of people hear your message and you'll get followers just that way. But us here on the, bottom of the pyramid, it's hard to have that extra income there to just say, hey, everybody, there's my message. Will you listen? Please listen. You need to listen. But if you can't get out to that many people, and the people you do work with that are supposed to be helping you get there don't do their jobs, and, you can't do your job as well. And that's in every aspect of life. If you don't kiss the right butt, if you don't have the money, chances are you're not going to move up. Not because of your talents, because that doesn't matter anymore. And most people will see your talents, take what they like, and turn it into their own. And forget giving you any credit for it. There's definitely a difference between somebody who influenced you and you stealing directly from them. One is cool, the other is not so cool. But these days, we don't care about what's really cool. We care about that not so cool stuff. We make a big deal of most of that. So I'm sitting here, closing in on 50, another stupid Christmas heading our way. Snubbed at something you had made plans for and had agreed to. It's awesome. So, I'm going to take this Christmas break that I normally take every year, and I'm just going to chill. I'm actually going to chill. Usually I take that time and really get myself ready to go for the new year so we can get off to a rip-roaring start, jump in there in both feet, but I'm going to take a few weeks off. I'm not even going to pay attention to jack squat. Not even Christmas. I don't even want Christmas to happen or the damn holidays. Another freaking distraction that are just based on either consumerism or gluttony. It's no longer about the true meanings behind those holidays, so I refuse to participate. And when people are going to ask me to do a few things, I'm going to say, I think I'm just going to stay home and chill. I'll pretend like it was when I was a kid. Maybe I'll just throw in one of those classic movies and just sit back and not get, sit around in my sweats, be a kid those days. And just forget about all the BS that's out there. You used to have fun at these things, but they've become so generic and so, I can't even stand the idea that Black Friday is coming. The idea that all these stores need to make up for their crappy businesses. They want to make a whole bunch of money right here and get them in the black. Get them in the black for the year. I don't care about these companies. Why? They don't care about you. Have you seen how most of these companies treat their employees? Give me a break. There's a paint company I know of just horrible for their employees. You can go down the street to one of the local grocery stores and get paid better. Just the food market, you get paid pretty good. Not Kroger's, the big chain like Kroger's don't pay their employees jack squat. Now, I'm all for the free market. You know that, ladies and gentlemen. I'm cool with whatever people decide to work for, but these companies don't budge. And if you don't kick them, that's why there's so many people that get into these either unions or that complain that they should get a raise. Because it's not like these corporations are making things cheap. See, if products were cheap, then it would be okay that the employees didn't make $15 an hour. But the stuff you guys are selling aren't cheap. And when your profits are so out of the roof, like a certain paint company, and you don't pay your employees jack squat, even the ones that have many, many years of experience. It's just a game, man. It's all about profit. Got to take care of those shareholders. See, it's just me talking tonight. No real agenda, no idea of what I really was going to talk about. But I'm not going to talk about the stupid whatever. I'm not going to talk about the election results and the tampering of election. It's all garbage. If the American people aren't going to do their job, then I sure as heck ain't going to try to help them. I'm going to ignore that garbage, at least for a little while. Makes no point to put my efforts into that stuff. It's just amazing because I know my numbers. I see the numbers by the stations that at least report the numbers. I know I get some really good listener numbers on quite a few stations. Yet it ain't making a difference, I guess. People will listen. They like listening. Maybe they like the jokes. Maybe they like the game shows. Maybe they like the Bangerverse stuff and the talk about politics and New World Order and all the shifty and evil. Nobody wants to know about the bad people. Tells you a lot. That's what it is. They'll listen. They'll complain about the bad people, but they won't do a damn thing about it. So when you're coming up on 50 years old, so I think I'm having like a little bit of midlife crisis or something. Except I don't have the money to go buy me a Corvette. I can barely buy me a latte these days. Yeah, 2018's been an interesting year. I don't know if it's been the same for everyone else, but I lost my father, been really sick here in the last, seriously, almost a month now. It seems like I haven't been feeling well. But I think that was the same last year. Because I was contemplating not doing the radiothon last year because I was ill. This year, it's make a date and then break it. Act like you didn't even make it. Okay. It's cool. Take some time off. I think I need a drink. So I think maybe one of these days, real near, we're going to be drinking. Guess that's bad if, we talk about drinking on the radio. Although you see these YouTube channels that review movies, these guys get smashed and people get watch them by the millions. So I guess people don't care about the important stuff. They'd like to rather hear about people getting drunk. Maybe I'll do a show all hammered, fall on my face on the radio. That'd probably get good ratings. It'd probably be fun for most people to laugh at. Oh, did you hear what Don did last night? Yeah, he was smashed off his mind. Yeah, he sat on the microphone and farted 4 times. Yeah, and then it got stuck in his butt. Maybe that's what people want. Or at least people will respond better to. Which is funny. I get good numbers. I don't get it. I think it's a lot of haters that listen, though, to be honest with you. Because of the emails I receive. The messages I get. Yeah. I never knew how loyal, till just a few months ago, how loyal your haters will be. They're pretty loyal. They'll show up just so they hear you say something they don't like, so then they can fire you off an email. It's, hey, you get your listeners and you keep your listeners the way you have to in this industry. That's not the intent. I was actually trying to do something important, but I guess if in all this, if I have haters that want to listen and are regular, then there you go. I'll just keep catering to them. Maybe I'll just keep making them angry. I can find many ways to make people angry. It's easy these days. Maybe I should just do a whole show. Open lines at the same time so that way all the anger can come in right there on the spot. Wow, that sounds like an interesting idea. See how bad we can piss people off and have them call in so we can listen to them just lose their minds on radio. We can laugh at them. It'd be fun. Trying to make the radio fun, right? We might as well laugh at all the idiots. It's not like you're going to change them. It's not like you're going to affect their decision making. It's not like they're going to surprise you and do something important and amazing. So you might as well make fun of them. Point out their stupidity. Let them do it themselves. I just did it in the first hour. In this past week. Just let the idiots do it to themselves. Give them the microphone and laugh at them. Man, my show would be a lot easier to do then. A lot less thinking on my end. A lot less work. More and more, that sounds good. Be good for a good old man, 50 years old, single guy. Doing everything himself. We could use a break at our age, Man, that sounds really good. Anyways, we got to take a quick break, folks. I know I went long. Just rambling on tonight on the John LeBang Show. If you have anything you want to talk about, feel free to go to that chat room and let us know. Maybe I'll talk about it at some point. Please, just keep the politics and the news. I don't care. I just don't care right now. We could have, go to some other talk show if you want to hear that. We'll be right back.
Don't go anywhere now.
John will be right back right after this.
Yes, he will. Check out the new book from Derek Shelmerdine,
Rock and Roll Unraveled.
It tells the story of rock and roll from its roots right up until the mid-'70s punk.
Rock and Roll Unraveled.
Not just the music, but also the events that shaped the music.
Rock and Roll Unraveled.
It includes the backgrounds to recording sessions, singles, album releases, births and deaths, epic concerts, and festivals.
Rock and Roll Unraveled.
Shelmerdine has made a painstaking effort to document pretty much every event that would prove significant in shaping popular music.
Rock and Roll Unraveled.
Purchase the book at www.rockandrollunraveled.com. Follow him at Twitter at R&R Unraveled and look him up on Facebook at Rock and Roll Unraveled.
Rock and Roll Unraveled.
By author Derek Shelmerdine.
Available now.
You're listening to the John LeBang Show.
Join the radio revolution right here.
It's better than some good Thai stick, man.
Yes, I would like some too. If you beat up for your pride and it makes you want to hide in the closet. If you choose to marry boys and they hate you for your toys and discard him. Yes, yes. Rainbow Pride. Rainbow Pride.
Oh, Darth! Where are you, Darth? Now, where did he go? Darth, are you in here? Well, his phone's still here. Now, I wonder where he could be. I know. He's probably taking a bubble bath. Oh, there you are.
Oh, hello.
What's he doing here? And why is he wearing my utility belt?
I thought we could use a few allies.
Oh, you mean brown eye? And if he doesn't get out of here, you're gonna have a black eye.
Oh, he already has beautiful black eyes.
Oh, you shut up. I wasn't talking to you.
Breaking news. We head over to our Washington correspondent for the latest on the president.
We're waiting for comments from the president about his latest summit. Here it comes.
Hey, everyone. Thanks for tuning in. This latest meeting has been a huge success. Every day, we're getting one step closer to making America fake again. I'd like to thank Kenny Loggins West and the Sock Hop Kid for joining me for this historic meeting. As you all know, these two are the kings of crap music, and this shows we all can just get along.
Do you have any comment on the latest comments by Hillary?
I think we're all in agreements here. I'm gonna lock her up.
And when can we expect that announcement, sir?
Don't rush me.
Captain,
I thought we were a team.
we are. We could use some assistance.
Oh, I'd give you all the assistance you need. You just never want to anymore.
Captain, I have a plan.
Oh, I plan on giving you something for your birthday, but you can forget it now.
Calm down, Captain.
And the outfit was cute, too.
He knows the area and is able to provide us support.
What do you think I was doing the other night?
What's your problem?
Oh, back off, RuPaul.
You're listening to the John LeBang Show.
It's hydroponic radio for your brain, man.
Feel smarter yet?
I recall how gung-ho I was back when I first started all this stuff. Man, I'm going to change the world. Even as I got older, I had motivation. A lot of people lose that motivation as they, age. But I kept it the whole time. I was like, all right. And when I began this radio thing and the YouTube thing, which, that kind of led to this, especially when I did the producing for the Detroit Live show. I knew I could do better than the guy that was the host of that show. But, He's totally, all these years later, you try to be friends with these people. Now they didn't need me anymore because I didn't get paid a damn dime for that production work that I did for this guy. Not a dime, but, all that. He didn't need me anymore, so you never hear from the guy. It's awesome. When they don't need you, it's like crickets, folks. You don't hear a damn thing from them. So if he had a show coming up and he needed a producer, guess what? He bet you'd call. Except now, wouldn't do it for him. Not anymore. I can do my own show. I run the production. I do the sound. I do the lighting. I do everything. The research. The finding of bands. Because you know how hard it is to find bands to send you music that are of the variety of some form of rock? Oh, you can get the rappers who never listen to your show one time to send you garbage music. They didn't research what show they were sending it to, so not only did they waste their own time by sending it, but I guess they had nothing better to do, being on their phone all day, and they go, oh, there's a radio show that plays music. I don't know what they play, but we'll send them a rap song. Well, I shouldn't. Actually, that's kind of a country guy. Maybe I did get some country bands and country rock bands. I've actually played those. Normally, I'm not a big fan of that stuff, but the band Nitroville, I don't know if you've heard of them, but they're from Tennessee. If you listen to the Banger Music Hour, you've heard of them. I actually started playing them because they're at least something entertaining. It takes talent to make real music, not that garbage rap stuff that I swear in the last month, I have received so much garbage rap music outweighing any of the stuff I've been submitted from rock bands, and that's dried up pretty much. There's like 10 or 12 bands that either know of me or are doing anything to promote their bands. See, I hear all these other shows have music. I don't know. I don't have the time to listen to 900 different broadcasts out there. Littered we are in this industry. We're littered with people who just play music. So, when the few bands that send their stuff in, the good ones anyways, because there are people that send stuff in, it's like, I can't play this on the radio, dude. Where did you record this, in your toilet? Please send me something. If you're a rock band, send me something that's recorded well. And you don't have a singer going, blah, 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 blah. I don't know what's up with that either. All the growlers. Every band now, every heavy band has a growler. Blah, blah, blah. I mean, everybody's got like cough in their throat. I've been sick for a couple weeks now, and I sound clearer than these people who are probably so. Well, I shouldn't say they're perfectly healthy. I don't know. They sound like they've been either smoking forever or they got something in their throat. The music's cool, I like heavy metal, but at least have a singer, not one of these. What kind of garbage is that? What happened to actually having a vocalist or a singer, not a growler? That's like the equivalent of the rapper. The rapper thinks they have talent. No, Michael Jackson had talent. Prince had talent. Rappers don't have talent. Jay-Z, Kanye West, garbage. Most of their music is produced on a keyboard or in a computer, and then they just talk over it. Half these guys can't even rap in key. You can't even rap in key of the song. Let alone, I've heard many guys don't even know what timing is. In fact, when I was doing some demo recording for a band, I remember that I had a rapper that wanted to come in, and I can't stand rap, to be honest with you folks. It's just not good music to me. I don't even consider it music by any means, but it is a music form that the industry is pushing because it's easy to produce, really. But I had this guy come in, and he couldn't even rap on time. I'm like, no, dude, the beat is, you got you know what 4/4 time is, bro? You get it? 4/4 time. And we're going to go 4 measures. The guy didn't even know that. So I gave that was like one of the last straws. I DJ weddings for many years. That's dried up. I'm not sure why that's dried up. I don't know if less people are getting married, or I'm just not getting the business. Maybe they're using like a homemade DJ system because the frickin', the world industry, I'm talking the industrial world and the computerized world has taken the power away from people like me who do videos and who do sound recordings and stuff like that, and they've made it so easy that the idiot can produce something. And then when I get this badly recorded music, I'm like, you have all the tools at your disposal, you idiot, and you couldn't even produce something that was worthy of me playing. Because it's not hard these days. Every dummy can have a good video camera and go make videos for bands, which they do, and they litter YouTube. It's just awful. Some bands like it, some bands don't. But you're cutting into business. Just like when somebody steals a song from a band, downloads it for free, or downloads a movie for free, they're stealing. It's not much different that you have all these amateurs out there taking video now, and it takes money out of the pockets of us people who know what we're doing, and we're just trying to survive and make a buck. But those companies, they want to make more bucks than we do. People rail on capitalism, but what we see here, folks, don't let it fool you. We are in a corporatism, not a capitalism. This is a corporate society, which funds socialism, as always have. Socialists and corporatists are joined at the hips. That's why when the socialists get mad at the corporatists and blame it on capitalism, which it's not capitalism, it's corporatism, it makes me laugh. Why am I getting into this? It's so in me that it just slips out, doesn't it? And I don't even want to go here. Don't even want to talk about this crap. But we got on that because of the music industry. Everything's affected by this stuff. Everything's affected. So I was going with this is these rap bands send me this stuff all the time. Hip hop, trip hop, crap hop, poop crap. I don't know what it is. It's awful. Yo, just whatever, man. First get yourself semi-educated. I was at a disadvantage my whole life, and somehow I found a way to educate myself. There used to be a rule in the music industry, which seems to be long gone. First, you can't just send your music anywhere. That's called unsolicited music. I can't play unsolicited music, ladies and gentlemen. Some shows can. They want to take the risk of getting sued, whatever, that's fine. But I don't play unsolicited music. So what you have to do to be on my show in the first place is go to my website and register your band, giving me permission and asking me, do I want the song? So I'm not barraged with a bunch of stuff that I don't have time to listen to and would never make the show in the first place. But these dummies, these blithering idiots, these days, just send you music here, there. You ask if it's okay to send the music. It's called soliciting yourself. And if they're not accepting submissions at that time, you're not barraging them with work. And what I mean by work is having to sort through crappy emails and then just throw them out. People don't understand when you're in any part of this industry, you get more emails from more people that you don't know than anybody else on the planet. It's awful. All those robo-texts that you got during the election, all those phone calls you might have got, all those political commercials, that's every day for people in the entertainment world who deal with playing music or signing bands or signing artists. So they have a solicitation process. Of course, you probably didn't read any books or found out anything about that. And maybe the smaller labels don't care about that. But if you want to be a professional, which I try to be most of the, I try to look professional and sound professional. Just did a recording with some friends of mine that aren't in the same state, so we had to kind of jimmy rig a recording session, and it just didn't work out because they weren't sitting close enough to the mic, and they were using one mic for two people in a big room with no soundproofing. Well, the recording is so echoey, I don't know how I'm going to use it. And it's unfortunate because the performances are so great. We had a talk after the fact, and it's like they're asking me how to get on some of my bigger stations, and it's hard to just say, dude, it's because you don't have the equipment. Go buy yourself a beautiful condenser mic. If you're going to have two people, get yourself two condenser mics. Sure, you can have the stupid Shure microphones or the Audio-Technica microphones. They're okay. The fat guy in Florida on Raw Crap Radio, he's got that. It's okay. But it's not the way to go when you're doing this kind of radio. Get yourself a condenser mic. Then get yourself a quality mixer. You have to invest a little bit of money in yourself if you're going to want to do stuff like this. We've been trying so hard to save up for a damn mixer so we can really use the potential of our new equipment. Because right now we're still working on the old stuff because we're not ready yet. We've had a lot of things kind of get in our way and the finances haven't been there. You know, people will finance some of the craziest stuff. All the money that went into these political candidates, every one of them, practically every one of them, an utter scumbag. But you can't get 12 or $14 shoveled out by somebody that you know to buy a stupid mug or maybe a T-shirt of yours so they can help fund the operation. People who have businesses that are your friends, that are struggling businesses, and they don't want to put $5 into trying to promote their business. You know, people amaze me all across the board. Why do you think I'm so in this midlife crisis mode I'm in? It's got to be something like that. I wish I had the money to go buy a vet or a jet or an island. Man, if I had the money, if I won that big old lottery, I would have just bought an island and broadcast from there. Nobody in the world would have known where this island was. It would have been John's Island. I would have had food flown in. Maybe have a party every once in a while where I'd fly everybody in and then get them the hell out. They'd have to be blindfolded for the whole trip. Because if you want my honest opinion, it's all going down, folks. The world is just heading in the wrong direction. It's flushing down the toilet. And there's not enough people willing to do a damn thing about saving it. So, it's about saving yourself at this point, folks. And it sounds a little selfish. And at my age, at 50, or almost 50, we don't want to rush that now. Forgive me, I'm still dealing with my illness, man. This one's, been dragging out for a little while. But man, if I would have won out, it would have been gone. Oh, it would have been so beautiful. Not because of the money. See, I don't need the billion or half, all that millions and millions of dollars. If I could just have enough money so I didn't have to worry, I don't need millions. $1 million would probably cover John the rest of my life. Seriously. Some people could have won millions of dollars and they still go broke. Look at all these famous people who are so in debt up to their eyeballs. I mean, I bet you I could, with $500,000, make it the rest of my life and just be happy as a pig in slop. It would be beautiful. Just, you get the roof over your head paid off. You have enough money to cover any emergencies and food and some fuel. And what else do you need? Health care. You need that. You need health care. You need 45 televisions too. And then you gotta go out to eat. I was just like, whatever. I'm gonna totally stay out of it. Nobody's gonna like me in the future. Probably because I'm just not gonna hang around with people. Because I see the stuff and I'm like, whatever, man. I was just like, everybody's their thing. Go do your thing. Just leave me out of it. Anyways, we got to take a break because I'm gone long. Rambling on tonight here on the John Lebang Show. More on the other side of this.
Now sit your butt down.
The John Lebang Show will be right back.
And I promise you'll love it. Yes.
I'd like to take a quick second here to tell you about our new sponsor, Quality One Painting. For interior and exterior painting needs, call Tom at Quality One, 313-982-2986. Tom will give you free estimates, senior discounts, and I can tell you from meeting the gentleman, he's one of the nicest guys on the face of the planet. So for a quality paint job with a professional attitude, call Tom at Quality One Painting. That's 313-982-2986. 313-982-2986. Quality One Painting.
Hey, man, it's at the bottom of the hour, man. Do you know where your kids are, man?
You're listening to the John Lebang Show.
It's better than some Thai stick, man.
Yes, and I bet you're loving it.
Hey, pass that over.
One bathroom. Tell you, we need a bigger place around here. Let me just go over to the bushes. Oh, it's cold this morning. Woo! It'll be a little chilly. Hey, get out of there, stupid dog. Go, get on home. Go home. Don't growl at me. Find yourself some other place to pee. This is the spot for humans. Dogs pee over there. Don't growl at me. I'm sorry, you're a dog. I'm a human. I get to pick where I pee. You can pee over there. Man can't even pee in his own backyard without something bothering him. No one looking? All right. Nature at its best. Got a little bit on me. Oh well, nobody will notice. Just get the blow dry when I get back in. I'd have a smoke, but I'm all out of smokes. Where'd you go, Uncle Shady? I went out back to yell at a dog. There was a dog out there? Yeah, it was an ugly dog. It was going to pee in our yard, and I scared it off. What kind of dog was it, Uncle Shady? I don't know. One with 4 legs, Leroy. I didn't ask it for ID. Wonder how it got back there. Well, everybody's jumping the fence everywhere, Leroy. Maybe it's a Mexican dog. Now, what took you so long in the bathroom? Well, I'm not feeling so well, Uncle Shady. Oh, you probably got what I had. I hope not, Uncle Shady. Don't be selfish, Leroy. You didn't hear me complaining when I was sick. But you did complain, Uncle Shady. I wasn't complaining, Leroy. I was telling the truth. Sometimes they sound the same. Well, how can you tell the difference, Uncle Shady? Easy, Leroy. What you're doing is complaining. What I do, that's the truth. You want me to cook you some breakfast, Leroy? No, Uncle Shady, I already ate. What'd you eat? I ate all the leftovers, Uncle Shady. You left no leftovers for me? Oh, hang on, I gotta get the phone. Hello?
We're gonna find the gay porn.
Think you got the wrong number, sir. Please call someone who cares.
Who's that, Uncle Shady?
I don't know, Leroy. I didn't listen.
What are we gonna do today, Uncle Shady?
I don't know what you're gonna do, Leroy, but I know what I'm gonna do.
What's that, Uncle Shady?
A whole bunch of nothing. And if you would just stop bothering me for a minute, I could get to some doing of nothing.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I accept your apology. Bye.
If you want to contact the John Lebang Show, feel free to send an email to jlebang@live.com. And if you're on Twitter, look him up at John Lebang. And don't forget to go to his Facebook page at The John Lebang Show. Banger. Now here's John.
Probably half the people have turned off by now because all they want to hear is
Republican and Democrat, Florida recount. Recount. Oh. Election fraud, fake news, blah, 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 blah.
so many people out there. So many people are so wrapped up in this 1-2 side thing. It's just, I can't do it. At least not tonight. So if you just, indulge me one night here and there to just blither on about something besides the normal
Democrat, Republican. Immigration. Immigration.
Those things never go away anyways. I could stop talking about them for a year, and they'd come up in the election every year. Immigration. Every year it's immigration. Every election year, immigration. One side or the other, immigration. Then you got health care, because that never went away. Obamacare was supposed to fix that, but it didn't. You think any other health care system is going to fix the health care problem? No. So you know what we should do? Nothing on that. But we got to do something, because health care is out of control. Oh, well, it might be out of control because people don't take care of themselves. They smoke 47 packs a day. They eat like freaking slobs. They don't take care of themselves. They barely wash their butt. Then they get sick and they wonder, who's going to take care of my health care? You should have thought of that in the first place, shouldn't you? we all do it to ourselves. Nobody can really take that hard look in the mirror and do something to better the situation. That's just impossible. Rather complain about it, demand the government fix it, then they can't fix it. Can't fix incredulity with incredulity. Just can't do it. But that's what you get. You want them to be incredulous because you're incredulous. That's how it works. So I'm just going to make fun of it all. Point it out, talk about stories, at least for a little while. Nothing we can do about it anyways. American people want left, right, left, right, left, right. It's like the military march. Left, right, left, right, left, right. So much fun. So much fun. All the while marching down the path to destruction. That's great. Beautiful. So we'll just have a midlife crisis here on the John Lebang Show. Lose our mind. Make some wild plans for the future. What are some of the wild plans you'd like to do in the future? I covered a lot of that when I was young. Like, everybody waits for that bucket list. What are they going to do? Well, we've only got so much time left. What are we going to do? We've got to hurry up and do it because we're going to be dead soon. I'm really good at dealing with my mortality, and it might be a little bit morbid to think of death and what will happen after. And a lot of friends of mine, they can't talk about it, and I know it kind of scares people talking about death. We're in a mass dash for it. Right as soon as we're born, we're running right towards death. Shouldn't be hiding from it. Probably should plan for it. For it, I should say. How many people plan for their death? I can tell you, just living it, that not many do. And it's really a shame because you leave people that have to already have busy lives to clean up the mess after you're gone, because you're not coming back to fix that. Nope. Not enough people, I think, plan for death. And I've been thinking about it lately, believe it or not. You get sick and you start going, am I going to die here? Am I going to die? Maybe I should get my affairs in order. So that's one of my goals for 2019, is to put all my ducks in a row, just in case something happens to me. That my family, my friends, anybody who even gives two craps about me doesn't have to go through the heartache of doing all the cleanup work. Because, man, there's so much cleanup work to do after somebody's gone. It's ugly. And people should be a little bit more careful on how they prepare for their future by adding what happens after they're gone into that mix. But we're all in a mad dash to get all that money and then spend it. Be those consumers, because the corporatists love consumers. They love them. You know how much money is going to be spent this Christmas alone? On dumb, stupid things that bear nothing on most people's lives. Nothing. You could have bought it at any time of the year. Why'd you have to wait for this year? This special time of the year. Could have bought any, that special laptop you wanted. That vibrator you always dreamed about. Maybe you wanted a brand new stove or whatever. Just buy it at whatever time of the year you want. Why you make a mad dash here at the end of the year. Spend. Gotta get those last dimes in. Been saving all year to spend this much money. Had one friend spend like $4 or $5 on his young daughter a few years back. One Christmas, when he could have put that money away into a college fund or into a fund for a house for his daughter. But we'll just spend it on a bunch of frivolous things because the kid's only 8 years old and they need that much stuff anyways. It's a good thing to teach people, man. You want to teach those kids at a young age that spending like a crazy person is a good thing. Got to keep that economy rolling. Got to keep those corporate profits high. It's all good for the corporations and the governments that get all the tax money from it, like the weed thing. Just legalized weed here in Michigan. Now, if the politicians wouldn't have been able to get a penny out of it, if they wouldn't have been for it, there would have been attack ads all day against it. They didn't even try to put very many ads out because they knew the potheads were going to vote for it. They were going to vote for it. They're going to head in stoned. They walked in, let's smoke one before we go vote, man. All right, man, let's go legalize pot, man. They walked right in there and voted for a law that sucks. But I can smoke pot now, man. Legally. Woo! Nobody even ever reads the fine print. They don't care about the fine print. As long as they can inevitably do what they want to do. Hey, if I can smoke pot, you can make the law where you take 90% tax from me. We don't care. We don't care. You can take 30% tax. We don't care. Take all the tax you want as long as I can smoke my joint. But that wasn't the worst law of them all. Well, we're back on that again. It's ingrained in me. Maybe we've got a few listeners now tuning in. They're like, oh, he might actually start talking politics. Let's listen. Oh, I can't wait. Come on, say Republican. Please say Republican. Please. Oh, yeah, rip on those Democrats. Rip on them, John. Yeah. That's what we want. Now we feel good. Now we're enjoying radio again. Stop talking about all this stuff we don't care about. We want to spend our money like mad people. Don't think of that as a bad thing, John. We love Christmas, not because we're Christians, but because we love to spend money. We love making those corporate profits get bigger and bigger and bigger. Yes. That way, all the social programs will have more money. Don't you get it? The more these corporations make, John, the more taxes they have to pay. Then that way we can have more socialism. Love it. Just love it, John. Stop being a grumpy old 50-year-old man who's having a midlife crisis right here on the radio. Stop it. Just join in with the rest of the world, John. Just join in. Become part of the consumer population. And vote Democrat. Because that's always a good thing. That's a smart thing to do. Wait a minute. Don't vote Democrat. You should vote Republican. See, I just lost some listeners because I said vote Democrat. Now they think I'm telling people they should go vote Democrat. Now the Republicans left. John, how do you do that? You can't vote for those lousy Republicans either. You can't vote for anybody, John. Would you like me to go back to telling stories now? Did I make you people on the left and the right there feel better? You were waiting for all those little tidbits of politics. Means nothing. Immigration. Ooh, does that make you feel good? Immigration. Caravan. Come on now. Now you all feel better, don't you? Now you feel better. Now you feel like real radio's going on, right? Oh, caravan. Real radio. You know what? Mass shooting. Now I'm starting to sound like the mainstream media. Mass shootings. Do you guys feel better now? Is this like more your liking? Rah, Republicans. Rah, Democrats. Kumbaya with everyone. You guys like Alex Jones? A lot of you like Alex Jones. So he would go crazy all the time. He'd be screaming at the top of his lungs, saying the most ridiculous things in the world. And he's got tons of listeners. I don't know how he does it. That's shock value again. If you don't have any shock value, ladies and gentlemen, forget about it. Might as well go watch The Walking Freds over there. Oh, it's like a zombie world. Republican, Democrat, healthcare, immigration. Like a bunch of walking zombies, listening zombies. And then you get the whole other half, it's sports. That's it. Just sports. Oh, how'd the Lions do last night? No, they sucked. Well, they suck every year. Well, we still watch them. We still pay those stupid prices for the season tickets. How about them Red Wings? Nah, they're losing too. Tigers? Yeah, well, they suck. How about the Pistons? Yeah, they suck even worse. Talk about sports, or you get politics. Can't have anything in between. That's radio for you. We're going to take a break. Be back in a little bit, folks. Final segment heading your way.
Smoke 'em if you got 'em.
Because the John Lebang Show will be right back.
After this.
That's guaranteed. Yes.
Pane in the Glass, commercial and residential window cleaning for a beautiful sparkling shine that's crystal clear. Call Pane in the Glass Window Cleaning. You can find them on Facebook at Pane in the Glass. And now your favorite game show, it's Celebrity Drop It Like a Deuce.
Oh, yes, I can't wait, man.
If you want to win a prize, drop it like a deuce. Are you sure this is a good idea? If you want to have a good time, drop it like a deuce.
I have a bad feeling about this.
No need to sterilize. Drop it like a deuce.
Oh no.
Drop it like a deuce. Drop it like a deuce. Drop it like a deuce. And now your host for Celebrity Drop It Like a Deuce. Here's John Lebang. Welcome everyone to another episode of Celebrity Drop It Like a Deuce. Tonight's contestant is Kevin Holly. Let's begin. Stormy Daniels or Charlie Daniels?
Ooh, man, that reminds me of the redneck sex test, Dixie Chicks or George Strait. I'm going Stormy Daniels. I don't care if she's tainted, man. She's got big booties.
1 point. Porn stars or Star Wars?
Again, I'm going porn stars. Wait, is this things I would poop on? Things that I like. Go with things that I would poop on then. So yes, I would poop on Stormy Daniels and I would poop on porn stars. Carry on.
Goose egg. Brunettes or blondes that go redhead?
Oh man. Well, probably brunettes, because if I accidentally pooped on them, then they could just like rinse it out and it wouldn't ruin their hair. So I'd be like, sorry, poop on them.
1 point. Boxers or briefs?
Oh man, that's messed up, man. I'm going. I mean, I do boxer briefs, bro. I mean, I didn't want to really get into detail, but I'm a boxer brief guy. I'm very centered. I'm right in the middle. Yeah, I guess I'll go boxers because that's the first word in boxer briefs.
1 point.
Christmas tree or Christmas weed?
Oh, Christmas buds for sure. Christmas weed, man. I mean, allegedly. Yes.
1 point. 5 questions. If you were running for president, what would your campaign slogan be?
My campaign slogan would be, we're going to fire all the male police officers and replace them with female police officers, and they're going to wear brown bikinis in honor of my friend Randy Holton, who's running for governor or senator, whichever he chooses.
17 3/4 points. Movie that describes your childhood.
Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Without a doubt. That's an easy one.
78 points. What would be your superhero power?
Oh, man, that's a really good question. I've thought about this a lot. As much as I would love to burn stuff with my eyeballs, the Invisible Man, you know.
50 points. Worst food on the planet.
Oh, man. Anything that tastes like cardboard. There was something I just had that was like, you know what? I'll go with wasabi. I love sushi. Hate wasabi.
58 1/4 points. And your last question. Name a place no one should ever go.
My phone call.
665.5 points. Oh, that's awesome.
Straight up honest with you, man. Yeah, my butthole is off limits. Nobody should go there.
Bringing you to a grand total of 973.5 points.
All right, man. Have a good night.
That was Kevin Holly of The Kevin Holly Show. Don't forget to have your pets spayed or neutered. And if your girlfriend calls you on the weekend and you're with some other woman, you're in big trouble. Celebrity Dropping Like a Deuce is a John Lebang Show production. I want you to go to our website, www.jlebang.com. See the upcoming schedule. We'll probably be telling you what is going to be on that schedule in the Christmas season. The one big thing we have, and we're hoping you will go to our Facebook page and like our Facebook page at facebook.com/John Lebang Show. We've got a bracket system for the best frontmen of all time in rock, pretty much in rock, and we'd like you to participate in that. So go to our Facebook page. We'll be doing that with Mr. Derek Shelmerdine, one of our biggest contributors, and that'll be coming up in our final week's episode, November 25th. You'll be able to catch that, and we'll be going over the entire bracket and who made it to be according to you, the listener, the number one front man of all time. And the first round will be ending real soon. Then we're going to take all the winners, put them into the second round. And the second round is the Sweet 16. Then the next round is going to be the Elite 8. Then we're going to go to the Final 4, the top 2, and of course we're going to pick the number one winner. Hundreds and hundreds of people are looking at these posts, and the amount of people that have participated in the vote is incredible. So please, again, go to our Facebook page. Just go to our website, www.jlebang.com, and the links are there to take you right to the Facebook page. You won't have to do any searching around on Facebook. In fact, you should always go to the website first, because the website not only brings you the broadcast before any other place has it, but you can go to the archives and access them there for your pleasure, for your entertainment, even for some enlightenment. With that being said, folks, I want to thank you, my listeners, and all the affiliate stations that are carrying the John Lebang Show. Hopefully, after now more than 2 weeks of feeling ill, maybe next week I'll be in a little better condition. My voice will be stronger. Thank you for listening, and until the vibrations of my vocal cords reach your ears again, I'm John Lebang, thanking you so much for being a part of this broadcast, no matter how long you've been a part of this broadcast. Send us your emails to jlebang@live.com. I want to know what you think about the show. You got any criticisms? And if you're in a band, well, send us those last-minute submissions, because the Banger Music Awards isn't that far off. And if you don't submit your music to the John Lebang Show, you can't be a part of the Banger Music Awards. That is just how it goes. And rappers, keep your music. We don't want it. We'll see you next week.
3,
Good night.
2, 1. We have liftoff. Tune in again next week. Same time, same space, same station.
Resistance is futile.